Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, this is Amayu, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to plot time series variables on a way in which you put a date on its x-axis and its values on the y-axis. Most of the time we have multiple variables in our data set, and if you want to plot all of them in one go, then this is the best platform for you to watch. So first of all, if I show you the data, I have this data, view my data. See, I have three variables, level, slope and curvature, and I have this date variable. So how I'm going to plot all of these three on the basis of this date in one go, right? Well, before plotting this, you need to transform your data. And for that, you need to have this package tidyr, library tidyr. Yes, this is the package that you will be needing. And in this package, you will be needing a specific function for the transformation of data, which we call the gather function. So for example, if I name this transform data as gdata is equal to gather. I'll be showing you how it looks like after using this function. So gather, what is the data? That is my data. Okay, my data. And then the next argument is the key argument. Key argument is equal to the first key argument that you have to give is what you want is the variable, right? Key is equal to variable, and the next thing you will be needing for it is the value. So value is equal to value. You need to have the variables, and in front of all those variables you need to have the values, right? And one thing else you must remember, you do not include this date variable because we need this date in a separate sort of form. So let's view this gdata first, how it looks like after transformation. See, now I have got three columns. Previously I've got three variables in one date, 4 columns, and now I have 3 columns. I have this date variable in the first column, and then I have this variable names, and then I have the values for all those variables, right? So it has now transformed into a gathered form. A gathered function is in the tidyr package, right? So I've done it. Now let's change this date variable into a proper date format, right? So gdata $date is equal to as.date gdata $date. Okay, it has now transformed into a proper date format. So now I have transformed the data. Let's move on how we can plot it. For that, I'll be needing a new R script. So inside this specific R script, I'll be using the ggplot function. So remember, this ggplot is in the ggplot2 package. You must have installed it. So what do we need in this? First of all, the first argument that the ggplot require is the data. So we have saved the data into the gdata format in the name of the gdata. So gdata, comma. Second thing it requires is the aesthetics. In the aesthetics, what we'll be giving on x-axis, I need this date, right? And on y-axis, I need the date, and on y-axis I need the value. Okay, and what else I need? I want those lines to be colored. So in the color section, I'm giving it as variable. Okay, variable. So every specific it will color them on the basis of the variable. So we have got 3 variables, so it will give it 3 colors. Then the plus sign, and from the new row you have to write this gum. Let's go line. So it has worked, right? So if I show you this plot, what do I have in it? So I've got 3 lines for 3 different variables, and I have this legend, the red is curvature, the green is level and the blue is slope, right? So what else I can do with this? So for example, I want this date in a proper quarterly form. So for that I need a separate package which is scales package. So I'm librarying it so it scales, right? So what else I'll be needing? Rest will remain the same. After this, just put a plus sign and start with the new function, which is scale underscore x underscore date. I want to scale this date on the x-axis. I want quarterly, dates on it. So for that, inside this scales underscore x underscore date, I'll be needing first the labels function. Labels is equal to, and on that I'll be needing date underscore format function. Date underscore format, and inside this date underscore format, to show the format is equal to in a quarterly form. So for it to show in a quarterly form, you have to give inside this colons this percentage sign small b, and percentage sign small b, and another percentage sign and bigger Y, right? So this is this, and from the new row you need to specify the breaks, right? So how many breaks, after how many months you need a break. So breaks is equal to date underscore breaks. I want it to show the 3 months breaks, right? So now it will show the 3 months breaks. So let's run it. Okay, I missed a comma here, so if you put a comma here it will work then. See, now if I zoom it, I have this after 3 months dates. So it's more sort of interactive and helpful to understand. But if I want to change the angles of these dates, because it's not that much good visible to the viewers, so for that I'll be needing the rest will remain the same. Once again, put a plus sign after this last parenthesis and do something else. Okay, what should be the new function? The new function should be theme, right? Theme. What I want inside this theme, I want to change the axis dot text, right, and dot x. On x-axis I want to change the this, and what I want to change specifically, I want to change the element. So there is a function element underscore text, okay, and inside it I want to change the angle. Angle is equal to, give it a 45-degree angle, right? So if I give it a 45-degree angle, now run it, let's see how it looks like. Boom. And now it's very good looking plot. You have this after 3 months time period dates, and you have values on the y-axis. So I think this is a very good looking plot and beautifully looking plot for your research papers or projects or whatever you want to do with it. Thank you very much for watching this video. God bless you all.